Hello everyone, this is Dharmendra Reddy MS, pursuing education in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering in Department of CSEAR. The eye as a camera. The human eye is a complex organ that works like a camera, capturing the world around us. Understanding how it functions as well as its limitations can help us better appreciate the complexity of visual perception. Function of the eye. Perception of light. The eye detects light which stimulates photoreceptor cells in the retina, triggering electrical signals that travel along the up nerve to the brain, where they are interpreted as images. Depth perception. The brain combines the input from both eyes, allowing us to perceive the depth and judge distances accurately. Color perception. Special cells in the retina called cones are responsible for color perception, enabling us to distinguish between different wavelengths of light. Structure of the eye. The sclera, the tough outer layer that protects the eye. The cornea, the transparent curved layer at the front of the eye that helps focus of incoming light. The iris, the colored part of the eye that controls the size of pupil to regulate the automate of light that enters. The retina, the delicate and light-sensitive tissue where images are formed and sent into the brain. Cornea, the window to the eye. Function of the cornea. The transparent outer layer transmits and refracts light that enters the eye. Shape of the cornea. The curvature of the cornea helps focus light properly onto the retina. And the cornea and the light. The cornea influences how much light enters the eye and controls visual activity. Now let's see the eye's camera lenses. Function of lenses are: the lens fine-tunes the focus of incoming light to ensure clear and sharp images. Shape. The shape of the lens changes as the eye focuses on object at varying distances. Optical illusions of lens. The lens can be manipulated to cause optical illusions that trick our brains. The retina, where magic happens. Function of retina are: the retina converts incoming light into electrical signals that are sent to the brain from interception. Structure. The retina is made up of specialized cells that work together to capture and process visual information. Macula and fovea. The macula and fovea are small but powerful areas of the retina that provide the sharpest and most detailed vision. How the eye processes images. Visual cortex. The area of the brain that processes visual information sent from the retina. Depth perception. The ability to perceive 3D space and judge distance between objects. Eye-brain connection. The complex communication between the eye and the brain that allows us to see the interrupt images. Visual pathway. Visual pathway of eye is: light enters the eye and is refracted by the cornea and lens. Retina. The retina processes the light into electrical signals and sends them to the brain via optic nerve. Brain. The brain interprets the signal to form a visual image. The camera analogy. Digital camera uses a lens to focus light onto a sensor that converts it into electrical signal. Eye uses a lens to focus light onto the retina that converts it into an electrical signal. Similarities. Both use a lens to focus light and produce an electrical signal that is transmitted into an image. Differences. A digital camera processes image quickly and accurately, while the eye is more versatile and complex. How the eye focuses. Accommodation. The lens charges shape the adjust focus for objects at different distances. Convergence. The eyes turn inward to focus on nearby objects following for depth perception. Pupil dilation. The iris controls the size of the pupil, which can expand or contract to allow more or less light into the eye. Now let's compare our eye to camera. Camera uses lens to focus light onto a light-sensitive medium such as film or digital sensor to create images. Modern digital camera. Electronic sensor behind the lens is used to detect light, converting the information into digital signals that can be processed. Smartphone camera uses sophisticated software to assist with image processing, including image stabilization and HDR. Let's see visual processing in the brain. Brain. Visual information is processed into multiple regions of the brain, including the primary visual cortex, which receives signal from the retina and starts to interpret the information. And connections. These signals are sent to the other regions for further processing and interruption, including the areas responsible for object recognition, spatial orientation, and motion detection. Activity. Brain imaging studies have revealed that different types of visual information activity, different parts of the brain highlighting the complexity of visual perception. Future of vision technology. Virtual reality simulates immersive 3D environments of gaming, education, and medical training. Bionic vision uses implemented devices and cameras to restore vision for those with visual impurities and blindness. Smart glasses provide real-time information and augmented reality visuals overlays for improved daily living. And now its conclusion. The eye is amazing. The human eye is an incredible piece of biological machinery that allows us to see and experience the world in amazing detail. Our vision is unique. Each person's eye and vision are unique, which is why we all see the world in different ways. Eye care is essential. To preserve our vision, it is essential to take care of our eyes by getting regularly checked up and taking necessary precautions. Thank